Comfortable 3-man?
Oi! It's my turn. You always get to use it.
Let's see what's on.
The entrance of a lone Year 7 boy through the front gates, promptly dropped off at 8 o'clock by his mother, marks the start of his day. Stumbling along under the weight of his many bags, he, along with the rest of his kind, will soon work out that most things can fit into just one bag, but for now 4 will suffice. Down at the rock bottom of the pecking order, his only worries are to make sure he comes home with both socks, as well as getting to the canteen early on Friday for fish and chips. Only a few months have passed since his departure from the nursery, and for him school is still the playground it once was. Like the rest of his kind, however, his puny stature makes the long weekly journey to Manor Road an ordeal equivalent to the crossing of the Sahara Desert. And yet, as their overlords in the PE department often tell them, the sun will rise again. A lone head boy wanders on the borders of his territory. At the top of the food chain, he is the supreme product of 7 years of evolution. To gather his pack, he lets loose his traditional cry.
Virgil.
After being the alpha male for 7 months now, the pack has learned to recognize his unique call from among the general rabble. But sometimes status is not just dependent on a badge. In the caves of the Levi Fox, there is a complex hierarchy based solely upon one single factor: size. Within this microcosm of life, muscle mass is all that matters. Here, these gym rats feel most at home. They begin their routines. Without biceps, they would cease to exist and therefore must curl every day. It's a life of repetitiveness, but a life which they love.
Let's do this!
In a display of primal dominance, they flail their fists, yell and grunt, for how does one know that they are lifting if they are not making any noise? A young, inexperienced gym giraffe enters the cave. In an environment built of judgment, it has taken him years to gain the courage to take his first steps. However, the gym rats have staked their claim on this land. With a pack-like mentality, they look to scare away this newcomer, but also have no intention of engaging in physical combat. They drop their weights harder and grunt all the louder. The gym giraffe attempts to lift up his first weight. Intimidated, he fails. At the first sign of weakness, they pounce. Gym giraffe flees. Some are just not suited for this ruthless way of life. The other males return to their routines, but this environment is unpredictable. across the room enters members of the female species. They live off attention and in a provocative manner stroll into this iron wasteland. The gym rats rush towards the females.
What's up?
Any teamwork used to drive away the gym giraffe has long been forgotten. It is now every rat for himself. In a cruel twist of fate, the females desire only a source of attention and no real interaction. The gym rats unknowingly battle onwards. In an attempt to outdo each other, they play dirty, always trying to steal the limelight. The females, though, want none of it.
Losers.
Satisfied with their attention, they exit. The wounded gym rats attempt to cover up the emotional pain they are in. They leave the cave, still curling. In this unforgiving and hostile environment, even those at the top of the food chain lose out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on Crime Watch, leaked footage of a crime in progress. Live from King Edward School, Stratford.
The biggest story of tonight takes place in Stratford-upon-Avon. We have gained exclusive insider footage to bring you these scenes. It starts with a distraction.
You ready, boys?
3 girls and their lack of clothing walk towards the soon-to-be crime scene.
Good grief! That's illegal!
This one man uses all of his willpower to hold back his eyes. The victim, pictured here, has been named as Fenella Levi Fox.
Hello, boys.
As the girls provide the distraction, we can see the thief enter the room. This man is said to have a level 3 BTEC in camouflage. The stolen goods were Kinder Eggs, and this scene gives us the best view of the thief. Although it is unclear who he is, it is rumoured that this man was once part of the notorious Kinder Crew.
They're my eggs!
Run!
The victim notices the lack of eggs, causing the criminals to flee. Our footage ends unable to get a clear view of the thief, but we did manage to get a fairly accurate police sketch. If you have seen this man, or these women, or have any useful information regarding the crime, then contact us on kesmoodle.net. And to keep updated on the case, follow our Twitter feed at KES Crime.
Good morning. Today at 10. Shock for KES students as the Bank of England announces their surprise cancellation of the Target 2.0 final.
Pupil Frank May is just one of the few left inconsolable after the shocking changes.
The internet sensation known as the Mannequin Challenge that has been sweeping across the country has reached the corridors of King Edward's School.
And the epidemic known as dabbing that has now taken over Stratford is proving untreatable.
To teach in KES is a test like no other. Under the most intense pressure imaginable, even the strongest crumble. Unless you've got a strong character, you got no chance of surviving in a place like this, okay? An irregularity in last year's under-13-18 results has come to the attention of the directing staff.
Beat them. Definitely beat them. Yeah, we beat them. Yeah, we definitely beat them. We beat them. We beat them. We definitely beat them. So that's unbeaten.
To investigate, the head of the directing staff decides to interrogate the potential offender. But first, he must be taken into the isolation centre.
98, 99, 100. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Head up! Head up!
Mr. Cook! Mr. Cook, help!
Interrogation is an important part of life at KES. In the school's A to Z, along with internet safety agreement and ideal room temperature for homework, you'll find interrogation. Whilst in interrogation, suspects are subjected to a series of distressing noises to throw them off guard.
I can't play, sir. I've got a wedding.
I hate training.
Sir, I can't play on Saturday.
Wellington, not Wellingborough.
I forgot my kit.
For such a serious offence, the head of the directing staff decides to call on his chief interrogator.
What do we call this? What's going on here?
That's the truth.
This is supposed to be performance?
That is performance right there.
This team doesn't even exist.
It does.
Are you a teacher in this school?
Yes.
How long have you been in this school? Who are these boys? We've never even heard of them. This one's a girl.
They do exist. They do exist. They're brilliant. They're unbeaten. They're
you said
unbeaten.
they've played a match each week this term?
Yeah, and they're unbeaten. They never lose.
Yeah.
They're the unbeaten A team.
It's true. It is.
It's not true.
You are a liar! You've brought this school into disrepute!
Under extreme scrutiny, the suspect breaks, admitting his offence.
I'm afraid that I'm going to have to withdraw you. Can you hand in your jumper, please?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Stick a bunny in me pocket. I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. 'Cause if you want the best.
Yeah, so this will be for the credits, so just smile and wave. And wave. My name is Owen Sang-Weatherald, and I'm addicted to bottle flipping. It all started a few months ago when I saw Mr. Bailey drop his water bottle and it landed the right way around. Ever since then I've been trying to perfect the art of the flip.
His addiction really started off, really took off in Mr. Pengilly's lessons, and whenever Pengilly would leave the room for a bit, Owen, he would just go up and just... Sorry.
There have been times when his addiction has put us in danger.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I was going to go. Oh, hang on.
Oi! What are you doing?
bottle flipping has been getting out of control. It's just got. It's too much. I'm sorry.
So I had to confiscate all of his water bottles, so I made a little collection here. I have to say that ever since, it's been about 2 months now, ever since, it's been doing really well.
Just the one, yeah?
No! Just no! No!
Order in court.
I'm Bear Grylls. I'm going to show you what it takes to survive in the kinds of places you wouldn't last a day without the right survival skills. This week, I'm in KES school in Stratford, battling against some of the worst things that Mother Nature herself has to offer me. Out here, food may seem like a rare commodity, but if you know where to look, you can find yourself a mouthful.
As you can see, we're entering the premises now. We've been out here for a few weeks and we just can't find any nutrients around here. You know, I can't find a body of water, that's why I've got Bear's special stuff here, okay? That's the stuff right there. But now as we're going through, you know, you just can't waste any opportunity to find nutrients. And actually, look, if we come over here now, right? It's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for, alright? This is called a dingo plant. And it may not look it, you've got to be careful of the spikes on the end of this bad boy, but the leaves are full of protein. If I can rip one off, but it's so strong, maybe try to bite one off. Yes, it's the kind of stuff you need to survive. Sometimes, you know, the best nutrients isn't necessarily the best tasting stuff, but it's full of good protein and it'll keep us going for a while. All right, let's move out.
As welcome as my earlier snack was, it's important to find something a little more substantial to eat before I go to bed tonight.
Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to make a quick deadfall trap. You know, this is a really simple contraption, okay, but a very effective killing machine. So generally the general procedure with a deadfall trap, you need something about 3 to 2 times the size of the target animal to come crashing down and hopefully crush them beneath. So as you can see, right, I'm using this bit of bait to try and attract someone in. As you can see, I've made a kind of funnel to make a natural channel to get any creatures coming by and get them into here so that we can shut the jaws on this trap, and hopefully when they try to open this, I'll kick this way. And down comes the deadfall. Fantastic stuff. Right, so we're going to set this back up, going to get back in, we're going to find some shelter, and yeah, this should be good. Yeah, this place is under good cover, and we should be just good here, alright? And actually, you know, this tree looks like a pretty good place to shelter up for the night, okay, you know? And we set the trap up back there, but as much as that's going to be good for getting us food, it's also going to provide a bit of protection from any potential predators that might come through here. But this would be a good place to hold up, and actually I'm just gonna get in there now. Right. And you know, it's a bit cramped in here, but hopefully it'll be warm, it'll be dry, and I won't get attacked by any unwelcome beasts. Shine! Alright, now it's definitely time to check those traps, see if we can find any food. And oh, what do we have here? Fantastic stuff. Right. And this is why a deadfall trap is so effective, you know. Like I said, you generally want to set this baby to about 3 or 2 times the size of the target animal, but as you can see, this has gone above and beyond of what it's capable of. What we have here, by the looks of it, is probably a dead prefect, a female by the looks of things, and yeah, that's going to keep us going for another, who knows, maybe a week if I can butcher it right. And you know, the previous attack I had last night wasn't that much, but with this stuff, this is full of good protein, good nutrients, and this should keep us going for another few days. That's fantastic. Right, let's get this baby cut up.
As the day comes to an end, the prefect pack settles down, ready finally to rest. Their day is done, battered and bruised from their duties. Although their work sometimes goes unnoticed, they know the school simply wouldn't function without them. Although they get grief from the students in the lunch queue, and although they may be laughed at when they pronounce a name wrong in the notices, they still hope that everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed.
Right, is that yeah, right, do your thing.
Yes, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Someone's gonna like watch you.
You got trouble, and I got them too.
Oh, don't film that.
Anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through.
A surprise cancellation of the Target 2.0 Inflation Challenge cancellation. Oh, I said cancellation again.
Almost perfect.
Okay. Shocking news is the Bank of England cancels their...
Do you want me to try this one? Yes, I've been shocked as the Bank of England cancelled.
But none of them will.
Oi! It's my turn. I'll take it off you.
No, we'll start again.
Yeah.
I will start by
2, 1.
If I'd wanted to watch such poor acting, I would have gone to see my daughter's nativity play.
Yeah, Planet Earth's alright, innit? But Jeremy Cole, much better, innit?
Right, well, I'll see you next week.
What's going on then?
Oh, I hear Mr. Browning's on a 12-hour special of Who Do You Think You Are?